Hey, y'all, it's your girl Shay. Welcome back to my channel. So, shout out to all of my new subscribers. Hello, welcome. So happy that you joined the family where we are on this journey of getting better, not better. And we looking good and feeling good and we glowing and growing what we go through. And I just want to shout out all of my day ones. Gotta give y'all a shout out. Love y'all. Thank you so much for sharing my last video, Finding Your Purpose. And for all the feedback, the texts, the calls, and everything. It has really blessed my life. So today I want to talk about when you experience success and you have a sense of guilt or discomfort. Okay? Wait a minute. Hold up. I ain't light my candle. Y'all, I gotta light my candle every time I do these videos, okay? This is aromatherapy. Eucalyptus and spearmint. I don't know. People who know me in real life know I have an addiction. It's gotten better through COVID. But I had like this addiction to spearmint gum. You couldn't see me and I wouldn't have some Orbit's spearmint gum. So anyway, I've gotten better with that. So I got the little spearmint to give me that little smell. Because they said gum chewing is not really that good for you. Whatever. I mean, everything in moderation. Okay, let's get to it, y'all. So we talked about last time finding your purpose. Did you do your homework? Did you do your homework? If you are not working in your purpose or you're trying to find it and don't know, I need you to take your notebook out and look through your notebook and make sure that you got everything together and that you are on the right track. Okay, so when you have been working in your purpose, or even if you're just working and have set some goals for yourself and you have achieved them and you have come to a level of success. And all successes, and that could be in a myriad of things. You can experience success physically, emotionally, mentally, and professionally. You know, it can be, you we're dealing with some mental health issues. You've been going to therapy. You've been taking your medication. You've been feeling better and you've been on the straight and narrow. It could be, you were in school online. You finally got your degree. You got you a new job, something like that. You could be, you had weight loss goals or even weight gain goals, because a lot of people want that thickness, so you could have weight loss or weight gain goals and you've met them. So you've had a level of success. And all success is the accomplishment of an aim or purpose. So whatever you have set out to do, right? You have become successful. I got to exhale. Y'all know when I exhale, I'm just letting some stuff go. That means I'm filling up with something and I got to let it out, let it go. Anyway, so I know y'all will see me exhale a lot in these videos, and that's what I be doing. So let's get to it. Signs. So I'm going to go over some signs. I have 4 signs here, and that could kind of let you know that you're becoming guilty in becoming successful, because sometimes you just, you're hanging with the same people and things, or you don't want to let some affiliations go and that kind of stuff. And you start to feel bad. You start to feel kind of bad about reaching that level of success, although that's what you wanted. Okay. So let's talk about some signs that you are starting to feel maybe guilty or uncomfortable with your level of success that you have attained. Okay, number 1, you can become a people pleaser or start to overcompensate for becoming successful. So for example, say you grew up in extreme poverty and you have experienced homelessness several times, and you said to yourself, you know what? I am going to not grow up the way I grew up. I'm not going to have my kids grow up the way I grew up. I'm going to make a difference in my life. I'm going to do some things and set some things in place so I can get out of this poverty. And you do it and you work hard and you do all of those things. And then all of a sudden, you are now feeling like you got to pull everybody out. And there's nothing wrong with that, but it gets to a point where you're overcompensating and it's a people pleasing. So say you did experience homelessness, like I said, and you I don't know, B Gaddy. Is B Gaddy still open? B Gaddy, I'm in Baltimore for those who are, I don't know me personally and you stumbled upon me. I'm in Baltimore. B Gaddy had the homeless shelters and the Meals on Wheels and all that kind of stuff. So maybe you are going, like I said, you experience a sense of homelessness, and you like, all right, I'm gonna give back, which is awesome because you should give back. Giving back, pulling somebody else, each one teach one. That's how we get ahead. But you're at B Gaddy's like every day you're at B Gaddy's when you may need to be helping your kids with virtual learning, or you need to be just putting your feet up because you've worked all day and you're tired. That's what I mean. Because to have a sense of people pleasing means that you are doing things that are not necessarily out of desire for you to do it. It's like it's too much. You're doing it kind of like a little bit out of guilt. Like you feel this sense of obligation that nobody else puts on you, but you put on you. So that's a sense of overcompensation, that type of thing. Just always, pouring out too much. Also, which brings me into number 2. You have difficulty setting boundaries. So take that same example. If you know that you have kids that are home virtual learning, or you're just tired, you just want to take this time because with this COVID, it's out here. You just want to take this time to do what you need to do at work and maintain your household, maintain yourself, and that's it. And I'm gonna be honest with you, if you're doing that in this season, you're doing a lot because this has been taking a toll on a lot of people. So, but you have a difficulty setting that boundary and saying to yourself, okay, I'm going to go to feed the homeless, work at the homeless shelter on Saturday mornings, and you stick to it. Instead, you're all over the place. If they call you, you're bending your schedule to be able to do it, although you really may not be able to do it. You're doing all of these things and you have a hard time, setting those boundaries. So kind of number 1 and 2 kind of go together. How you kind of got this overcompensation, this people pleasing, and this difficulty setting boundaries. Brings me into number 3. You start to feel like you have to explain or justify your success, because you could be hanging with other people who haven't maybe reached their weight loss goals, or they haven't reached their educational goals or professional goals. And you feel the need to always be like, well, yeah, because I mean, say you went and bought a new car. Yeah, I bought this new car because I really just needed it. You could have bought it because you really just wanted it. When you experience a level of success, a lot of times prosperity comes with it. If you lost weight and you said, you've been watching people and you've been, you got to a certain size that you've been wanting to be at, and, you see all these fashions that now you can fit, and you're like, oh yeah, I'm going to buy this. And you're saying to your friends, well, I bought it, but, you don't have to justify. Go and buy the dress. Go and buy that car. You ain't got to justify to nobody what you doing. You have achieved that level of success. You don't have to justify that. And it's not like they asking for it. You just automatically giving it. That's how it's internal. It's you. It's not like people are asking you. You're going for it. You know what I mean? You're explaining, you're justifying, and you're doing all of that. Okay, brings me into number 4. You have a hard time letting go of associations and affiliations that no longer align with your success. I'm going to give y'all an example. This is funny. Okay, y'all. So I graduated from college and I was still broke. Okay, I was still broke, but I had kind of come up a little bit, and I was, working hard and saving money and stuff. And I said, all right, I'm going to get me an apartment. I was so excited to get this apartment, y'all. And I had already picked out the apartment and everything. And it was somewhere where I really wanted to live because one of my sister's friends was living in the same apartment complex. Shout out to Penny. That's my third big sister. Shout out to Penny. Anyway, Penny was living in this nice place, and we would go and, hang out over there at her apartment. I was like, oh God, one day I wish I could live here. Come to find out, y'all, I was at work one day. I was calling around looking for apartments because I was ready. I was ready to make that step, y'all. I called over. I said, I'm just going to try it. And my supervisor at the time, she was very supportive. She was like, yeah, Shayna, call. See if they got a special or something. This is how God works. I call up there and I say, how I was calling to see, 1 bedroom, 1 bath. That's all I needed. And they were like, oh yeah, we're running a special right now, $600 a month. I was like, yeah. That was the exact number that I wanted. That was the exact amount that I could pay a month, be able to live and breathe without killing myself. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, oh yeah, all right, great. I'm gonna come out there and see. I get the apartment, y'all. I swear, probably maybe 6 months in, maybe 6 months in, maybe 6 months, maybe a year in, I'm not sure. I get in this apartment, y'all. Do you know one day I got paid and I could pay I forgot how much my check was, but I could pay my rent in my check, but I wouldn't have a lot left over, so I would have to really budget, like put half of my bills away and then the other half. Y'all, do y'all know I went and spent my whole check at the mall? This is what I said to myself. I said, I'm sick of this. I'm sick of paying these bills. I'm sick of it. Do you know I went and spent my whole check at the mall? Are you kidding me, little girl? Anyway, so, y'all, I'm in my 20s at the time. I'm probably like, I don't know, probably like 28, something like that. I was like, oh yeah, I'm going. I'm tired of this. Yo, I was used to being able to go but when you get to a level of success, when you get to a certain level of maturity, you got to put certain things away. Guess what that was going to have me do? That was going to have me evicted. If I kept that up, I was going to sabotage the very thing that I wanted, the very thing that I was successful in, because I wanted to. I was uncomfortable. I was uncomfortable being an adult, a real adult on my own. When you get out there and you by yourself, I ain't had no roommate, nobody. It was me, myself, and I. And you feel like, okay, and it made me a little bit uncomfortable. And that's why I did that. But I said to myself, girl, I talked to myself, y'all. I said, girl, you can't do this no more. You got to be more responsible. Because I love the place, I love the apartment, and I love my independence, and I wouldn't want to trade that for anything in the world. So there are times when, you have reached this level of success, but you just don't want to let some things go, don't want to let some habits go. But these habits, if I had done that would have led me to sabotage. I would have sabotaged everything I worked for. If you are, like I talked about the person being homeless and, volunteering at the homeless shelter, that would sabotage everything. That would sabotage losing your job if you're not being able to have to reach the productivity because you're exhausted because you're down at the homeless shelter every day. Come on. Y'all, I know y'all have survived a lot of things. I know you all have reached success in many areas of your life. I just want you to think about if you have ever done some of these things, or even be on the lookout. This may not even be a video for you today. This may be a video for you down the line when you have met your goals. Just think about your habits. Be very intentional and increase your awareness. And that's what that notebook is about. So in the same notebook that you wrote down, finding your purpose, write down some things that would come with the success. Think about it ahead of time. Think about it ahead of time. Because had I thought about it ahead of time, okay, Shayna, you can only spend. So then I later adopted a better habit, which was I would buy myself something every week. And it was something small, something that I could afford, but it made me feel good because I'm a shopper. I'm a shopper for sure. Grew up that way, been that way, still that way, but it can't get into the way of reaching your goals, So I set something small. So if I had done that prior to getting to this point of success, then I wouldn't even had that sabotaging moment. And I'm glad I was able to catch myself. What if you're not able to catch yourself? If you're watching me and you're experiencing some of this guilt and this discomfort of being successful, think about it. Pause. Stop. And figure out what it is that you need to feel good about your success and good about you. You don't have to overcompensate or people please for it. You don't have to explain or justify. Your story's your story, your journey's your journey, and you worked hard to get there. Everybody sees the end result, but you know what your story is, and you worked hard to get there, and you deserve to stay there. Third thing, difficulties setting boundaries. And fourth thing, having a hard time letting go of association affiliations that no longer serve you and don't align with your success. Okay, write that in your notebook, ponder on it, think about it, dissect it. This is the time now. It's COVID. It's actually a snow day here in Baltimore. And this is the time to kind of reflect because we're getting better. We're getting better in every way. And I'm here to help you along the journey. All right, y'all, that's my exhale that I am done. I hope this message has inspired you. I hope this message finds you blessed. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And y'all know, follow me on Instagram at TheShaelle, TheShaelle. And I'll be posting all week about the various things that we could do, maybe the people pleasing, sabotaging. I'll pick from different areas just to try to reiterate my point today and to encourage you to continue to move forward and to be comfortable and not guilty. It's not your fault that you're successful. That's not something to blame. That's not something to blame. That's something to hand clap for. Okay? All right, y'all. I love y'all as always. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for being here. All my new people, I give you hugs and I give you kisses and I give you a big warm welcome. Thank you so much, y'all. All right, till our next video. Oh, we got Valentine's Day coming up soon. So next week, I think we're going to do something fun, like get into some makeup stuff, some looks, something like that we could put on. And, even if you don't have a Valentine's, shoot, you be your Valentine's. Shoot, I'm single. I'm my Valentine, baby. Me and Jesus. We rolling in there together. Okay, y'all. I love you. Until my next video. See you next time. Be blessed.